Okay, let's talk about the A10V series pump. This is a hydraulic variable displacement piston pump, and this is used for open loop operation, open loop circuits. If you don't know what the difference is between open loop and closed loop, I have this drawing over here, for example. An open loop means basically that the pump has a suction and a port, a suction and a pressure port, and it can only has one of each. So oil comes from the suction and it goes out to the pressure port, and it can only go this way. So that is an open loop pump. A closed loop pump, what it means is that oil can come in this direction and go here, or it can come in this direction and go this way. So the port, the both entry of the pumps can either be pressure or suction, and that is often required for some of the hydraulic applications out there. So especially for mobile application. But this pump over here is open loop only. So it takes oil from one port and it goes out to the other one. It's very, 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 very popular and on those type of applications, variable displacement. And it can do a lot of 90% of the open loop applications that this pump can cover. Let's see how many sizes we have over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes from 18 cc to 28 to 45, 71, 100, and 140 cc's. RPM, the smaller displacement, it can go to higher RPM. This is 3000, 3300, 3000, 2600, 2200, 2000, and 100 and 1800 for the 140 cc displacement pump. Most of your industrial hydraulic applications, they're gonna have electric motors that only go up to 1800 rpm anyway. So for an open loop pump for industrial application, this is plenty of rpms available. What else do we have over here? Let's check out pressure rating. Pressure rating for all of the sizes: 4000 psi continuous pressure, and then we have peak pressure or intermittent pressure. Intermittent pressure, 5100 psi, and for intermittent, basically you're gonna run it no more than 10% of the cycle time, and that 10% cannot exceed 5 seconds of operation. So it's only for a few seconds that you can run this pressure rating over here. Really, the number to look at for continuous operation is going to be the 4000, and try not to go higher than that. That's basically what I would do. What else do we have over here? We have how to build the code for it. Basically A10V, A10VS, DS, what's so play for industrial application usually. Then the different sizes over here, the different type of controls that we have is pressure compensated, load sensing, and horsepower limiter. I have done videos, previous videos about the different type of controls for the pump, but basically over here very quickly, a pressure compensated means that pressure can go up to a certain level. Once the pressure is reached, the pump will de-stroke, not put on any more flow to the circuit, but hold the pressure. What it does, it saves you on horsepower. So instead of the pump running all the time under maximum pressure in flow that you do not need, that is gonna be dumping it to the relief valve, instead the pump stop pumping oil, and what it does, it keeps your system from overheating, and it saves you on horsepower. So that's the pressure compensated. Then the load sensing is basically you're sensing pressure from another section of the hydraulic circuit, so that you can de-stroke the pump, given the pressure somewhere else in the circuit that is not coming directly from the pressure line. So that's a different type of circuits, and that is available. And then you have the horsepower limiter. Basically horsepower is a combination of flow and pressure, and you put a maximum. Let's say you have you want 25 horsepower to be maximum, and within that range of 25 horsepower, you have maximum pressure that the pump can reach, and you have maximum flow, and you can have higher flow or lower flow, or higher pressure and lower pressure, but the combination of those two cannot exceed the 30 or the 25 horsepower that you may have set as a maximum. Within those ranges, also you have the maximum flow and pressure that the pump is able to operate. So you have those limits as well. But anyway, we have this one, a horsepower limiter. So those are the type of controls that we carry with this pump. Then you have the rotation, clockwise or counterclockwise. That's the rotation of the shaft. The different type of seals that we offer with this pump. The shaft is basically gonna be an SAE shaft. It's SAE standard, so it can fit in a lot of locations. It's very standard shaft. So and then let's see what else we have here. The mount as well, SAE standard, either 2-hole or 4-hole. And then we have the connection. It can be rear ported or side ported. The connection, we have UNC options, or we have metric options as well, so for this type of pumps. And then at last we have the ports. Wait a minute, no, that's not these are the ports. These are the pumps can be a single or a double. So for a double option pump over here, this is a listing of shafts that are available to put a second pump on the back. So you can either have the A10V, you can have, let's say you have a 45, you can put another 45 on the back, and it takes this sort of shaft. So the second 45 pump, it has to have that type of shaft in there. As well, you don't have to put a second 45. You can put a lot of people put other, not a piston pump, but they can put like a gear pump or a vane pump, which are not variable displacement, and they only use the operation only for a little bit, so they don't use it as a continuous operation, the flow of the pump. So a lot of these pumps, they can have another pump mounted on the back, and it can either be another piston or another vane and another gear pump. So those are the options available, and this is the listing of the shafts that the other pumps will have to come with. What can this pump accept? How you can couple it, right? So these are pretty much the options. This is a video of an overview of these A10 VSO pumps or A10V pumps. Very, very popular. If you do have a hydraulic application for open loop circuit, this pump may very well cover your requirements that you have. If you have any questions, there's an email over here. This is a website, and you can visit us there. And that's the video for today. So A10 VSO hydraulic variable displacement piston pump. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.